Okay, I'd like to welcome everyone here today. I can see all the yeses, all the emotions, all the emoticons. I can see all the energy. It's going to be an exciting time today, and you are all welcome to today's presentation. I'm going to be getting a few voices from people here and there. I'd like us to start today's meeting by first of all allowing a few people to just share some thoughts with us. So 1 minute, I'd like a few leaders to share thoughts with us about July, about the horizon, what they see coming. And I'm going to pull out, Dr. Fumi. I hope you are there. You know me. I like to hear your voice. I like to hear your voice and see your face. So we're going to start with Dr. Fumi. And if you are interested in speaking, just show your hand, and then I'm going to call you up as well. And we'll take one minute, a few minutes, and then we'll start the training and we'll start explaining what we want to do in the month of July and how it will work. If you are not yet in the chat group for July on Fire, I encourage you to be on that group, because a lot of activities have been on that group, and there will be a few interesting awards outside of the normal cash earnings this month. There'll be a few interesting awards for the people who drive July well. We're going to have a DMO for July, and we're going to follow it to the letter. So if you are here today and you are excited and ready to start, we're going to start by listening to Dr. Fumi Aina. So you're on mute. You have the floor.
Good evening, everybody. I hope we've had a wonderful day so far. July is exciting. I don't know about anybody else, but what I'm seeing in my back office is already exciting. But we haven't even started driving. And what I just want to say is that each person needs to make a decision. For me, I think my journey is about decisions. And at each point, I make a decision that something is going to happen, something happens. So I want to encourage everyone out there to make a decision, decide what you want to happen this month, write your goal, and then go for it. I know one of the things we learned, we've been taught, is that when you set a goal, the universe somehow arranges things for your goal to be met. But if you don't set a goal, nothing will happen. So what I just have to say is decide what you want, make a goal, and go for it. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Dr. Fumi. I know that's very important. Decision determines destiny. And sometimes the goal that you see about the future determines what you should decide to do. And I want to say to you that there are big things that are possible for us. It's like that dollar that multiplies by that cent that multiplies daily versus the $10,000 every day. That table is very inspirational for me, but because it tells me if I am patient and I go for it, and I ensure that there's leverage in my move every day, it's only a matter of time before it becomes big and amazing. So I'm going to get a few other people to voice out, just a few 1 minute voices. I can see Olada Ramola's hand up. I'm going to ask you to unmute and to show your video as well so that we can see your face, and then you can share with us. I can see Oguntayo Olubumi. I'm going to ask you to share as well. And feel free. You can share inspiration for the month of July. You can share a testimony that you heard that wowed you. You just want to get a good feeling up in this place for people to just share what you think we should do, share your excitement about testimonies you have heard, and let us take it on from there. I can see Olua Fadekemi Shomolu as well. I've asked you to unmute. If it is taking time for some of those people to unmute, I'd like you to go ahead and speak to us and share, just share the way you're feeling, the way it's going, some of the things that you're seeing that is wowing you, so that we can get the energy prepped up for the things we want to talk about today. Fadekemi, are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, great. Please go ahead.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Yeah. I'm excited to be alive. It's a wonderful time to be alive. And for me, I've seen that really when you make up your mind, there is nothing that is impossible. A lot of people still feel, it's better because you came in earlier. It's easier for you. I had a team member in my house today, and she was, it's when you came in, it was easier. And I laughed, remembering what we went through and all that. Sincerely, this is the best time to be in. And if we can just make up our mind and begin with the end in mind, it all starts with a dream. What is that dream that pushed you, that brought you into this business? Let's go and reawaken all those dreams. And this month of July, let's do, in fact, I don't, unimaginable things we have not imagined. We can do it. This is a record-breaking month, and we will go from strength to strength. Thank you, everybody.
Well done, well done, well done, well done, Fadekemi, well done. So I think you heard it there. Reawaken your dreams. What dreams did you have when you started this business? It's time to wake up that dream and see how you can bring that dream to fruition. You know, I like something that we had in the conversation with Alex Goma under Growing Your Leadership. And he was sharing with us that, you know what really determines what happens is that vision. If you can have that vision, you will not perish. But once you don't have that vision, you can burn out. Don't index your future based on your past. Don't say it has been growing small, it will grow small. No. Set a new record, set a new tomorrow, and then run towards it. And that's how we make phenomenal things happen. I can see Oladamola is trying to speak with us. Can we hear your voice and see your face? What's going on, Oliko? Who is this? Okay. It doesn't look like they're ready. Like the person that is there is in a busy space. Okay. Is there anybody else there who is ready to speak? Reawakening the dreams. I want just one person. I think I can see is HAM. Who is HAM? Is that Akim? Akade. Let's hear you. You know, you are in top 10 stockists. You are in top 2 at the point. Let's cite a little of your excitement for the month of July. Are you there? Yeah?
Yeah, I'm there. Good evening, all.
Good evening. Welcome. Yes.
Good evening. I don't have much to say than whatever goals that you set for yourself, you try and make it to happen. Because I've been setting goals myself, and I'll be making sure that I achieve the goals. I already set my goals for July, and I believe by God's grace, I will achieve those goals. Thank you all.
Excellent. Well done. Well done. I like that. Very practical, very direct. You set goals for yourself and you make those goals happen. Okay? You set the goals and you make it happen. The reason why many people don't achieve anything is because there's no goal set. And I want to encourage you this month, set those goals. You know, it always amazes me when people start their month and there's no drive. So they just do GMXR 5,000 and that's what they want to do for the month. Guess what? If you live your life that way, then that's the kind of result you're going to achieve. But if you live your life in a way where you have a clear goal, where you have, you know what, I want to do 10 million this month. You know what, I want to do 20 million this month. Once you set those goals, everything within you realigns to begin to go for those goals. Okay, once you set your goals now begin to define your actions. Imagine, one of the key elements for becoming a leader is beginning with the end in mind. And that's what you need to do every month as well. Ask yourself this month, what will make this month a great month for me? And then use that end to drive your activity. Begin with that end in mind. So, and this is what I want us to do. I can see Peace hand up. I think she wants to share something with us. Let me allow Peace to speak. She was top 5 among the stockists this month. So you can show your face and show your video. Let's see you. And then, you know, what can you see for this month of July? We want to do a massive push. I'm trying to drive to ensure that Canada can do significant volume this month and double what they've done before afresh this month. But let's hear from you, Peace. You have voice, you have visuals. Let's hear you.
Okay. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
I just want to encourage all of us and let us know that we should just take excuses away. When I started this business, I started with excuses like, I don't know anybody, I don't have friends, I'm new in Canada, where do I start from? Who would want to buy? And it took me 8 months to wake up one day. So all along, I had just been retailing, just selling, no points, nothing, just retailing. I wasn't interested in the network marketing scheme. It just took me listening to the video on Why Green Mondays. And I opened my eyes and said, so I've been dulling myself since all this while, 8 good months, just retailing. And I started asking questions. And last month I made top 4. top 5 stockists. So I just want to encourage us. Once you tell yourself that you can do this, you would see yourself doing it. Once your mind is set to achieve a goal, you start asking questions. But once you make excuses that you can't do it, you would definitely not do it. And the last thing I want to say is always push, push, push. 90% of the people I've had to sell to in Canada, I don't know them. They saw my broadcast in one group or on social media and they reached out to me. So if you're waiting to know someone to sell to, you would never sell. You would only sell, you would never sign up anyone. And you cannot give what you don't have. Take time to study the active ingredients in the products. Take time to ask questions. Take time to listen to the materials, the YouTube materials we have online. I used to ask questions because I didn't know, but now
we are not hearing you again. Oh, missing that. Can you? I don't know what's going on with the internet. I lost your voice. Okay, good.
They are very, very informative. If you speak to a client or a prospect from a place of knowledge, they wouldn't ask you questions. For me, I don't sell one product. I sell 3 products at a time, minimum 2 products. But my normal way of selling is 3 bitters, 1 capsule. And that is how I've been selling. So you have to sit down and understand the products, understand the 90 days plan, understand the active ingredients in these products. Because once your customers see that you know what you're selling, once your customers see that you're speaking from a place of knowledge, they believe you. They don't second guess you. They don't start pricing you. And like one of the trainings that I attended with Green Mondays, I think last 2 weeks, the facilitator was saying that you don't negotiate your prices. Once I've told you this is how much I sell, the best I can do is give you the small one. Because when you start your business on massive discounts, get ready to run your business on massive discounts. So you must earn the discounts that I have to give you. If you give me referrals, good referrals, I can give you discounts. But you're just, for the first time, you have to strategically know what, plan your business. And that way, the sky would just be your starting point. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Peace. That's very good. You know, it's something very interesting about this business. I realized that all that we need to do is just help somebody else find their voice. Some of these people are better than you. Some of these people that will be in your team, they know how to do some things better than you can ever do them. All you need to do is help them find their voice, help them understand why, help them see how they can use this to achieve their dreams, and boom, they will fly off and leave you behind if you are not driving yourself. One of the beauties of massive action is if you don't take your people, somebody else will. Okay, and if everybody is doing massive action, then everybody is challenged to do more massive action, and everybody is challenged to do more massive action. And guess what? We can bring a tsunami into our spaces. So we can have a lot going on in Canada, we can have a lot going on in the UK, we can have a lot going on in Canada, in Nigeria, and all around the world. Now, I want us to get into the meat of our conversation today. We're going to have a little time before we close to share some testimonies. So if you have a few testimonies ready about the product, a few testimonies ready about the business, a few testimonies that you have seen this month that has wowed you, we will give you about 5 minutes to share before we close so that we can close on the energy of the value of our products. But guess what? In this business, I've realized that if you can coach people, train them, show them the path, they can do a lot more than you can imagine. All that people need to be guided to do is have your goal. If you tell yourself this month I'm going to do 5 million, trust me, you will do it. The reason why you're doing 5,000, 10,000, 15,000 is because you have no goal. You're waiting for customers to come and demand from you before you have what to give them. if you push yourself a little longer. You know, sometimes I'm looking at people, I'm wondering, do people get it? The cosmos, the entire universe cooperates with somebody who has made a demand and says, this is where I'm going. Everybody else begins to shift and rearrange to ensure that that place you want to get to, you can get there. If you stop on the road, ask anybody to wave your hand and say, I'm going to Ojuelegba, I'm going to so place. People will stop, pause from their own journey, and begin to give you direction. Not because they plan to give you direction when they are leaving their house, but because everybody cooperates with somebody who is clear about where they are going. Ladies and gentlemen, be clear, this month is a month of massive push. If you have a goal you have achieved before, it is time to break those records. This is time for us to break the records. This month, I want to see if people can earn ₦1 million. This month, I want to see if people can earn ₦2 million. This month, I want to see if people can break their boards on the matrix and earn 1 million, earn 6 million. This month, I want earnings to come from personal bonus, earnings to come from binary, earnings to come from matrix, earnings to come from places where people begin to understand the reward plan, to say, really, has this always been here? How come I didn't pay attention to it? This month, we want to go all out, massive, massive action. And we have in this room today over 40 presenters that will be presenting 3 times per day this month, starting from tomorrow, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Our WhatsApp trainings will still go on at 8 o'clock. We're going to have Zoom trainings, 12, 3, 6, 12, 3, 6. And everybody will have a daily stand-up page where they will log what they did per day. And then we're going to measure those results and give awards to the top 5, you know, who adhere, who shows stamina, who shows skill. So very quickly today, we're going to listen to someone who just do a quick training for us on what are the key things we should watch out for this month. How should we do, you know, what are the things we want to do? What are we going to do? And then I'll come back and show you 3 things that we must do this month. So we have a 3 things process of what we must do this month and a measuring standard for how we'll measure it as we progress. Once the July massive action group is closed, nobody will be able to enter it. We're going to take back the link. We're going to close that ship. Once it reaches 256, that's it. And we're going to drive together for July. We're going to see how it goes. And if it goes the way we plan and it goes well, bam, we found the formula, we found the way, and we can increase our energy and our drive. Over the course of the next 6 months, we want to drive for massive action to see if we can get 20, 40,000, we can get 40,000 people joining our business. The beauty of our business is once people join the business and they're doing their GMXs, the values we want to achieve can be achieved a lot faster. We're going to do that today by working together collaboratively, and then we're going to create a new space for our business. Financial inclusion is going on. People are going to get their offices. Beautiful things are going on. There's a new opportunity that's coming on for EduTech agents. There are a few interesting things that are going to happen in various places. I want to encourage you, just position yourself, drive what you're doing with passion, and expect amazing days. So I'm going to welcome quickly to share with us today, MI. You can unmute so that you can be able to speak.
Okay. Hello, everyone. If you can hear me, just quickly. Yes. We will need to breeze through this very, very quickly. I'll be taking this. I've been mandated to take this within like 15 minutes, so I'll just rush through it very quickly. Yes, am I getting comments? Okay, all right, fantastic. We're going to take a few minutes to talk about how to invite people to our business. I'm sure if you're here because you want to take your business really, really high. You want to get people on board your team. You want to grow a big team, but you need to start by inviting people in the first place to even hear about what your business is all about. And some of us have had struggles. Some of us are probably struggling to get people to join our businesses or to even attend the WhatsApp presentations. So we'll take 4 points. I'll be taking 5 points on some things we need to take note of in order for us to be able to invite people into our businesses. Okay. Listen to the 2 weeks training that I did a couple of weeks ago. I mentioned the fact that you need a name list, okay? You need a list of names of people who you will talk to about your business. And the thing about your name list is some people ask, oh, is it 1,000 people? Do I need 100? There's no straightforward answer to that question, okay? I would answer your question with another question. And that is to say that how big you want your team to be is how big your name list will be. Are we together? Okay, if you want a large team, if you want big passive income, if you want a life that impacts thousands and thousands of lives, if your dream is big, then your name list should be big, okay? Your dream cannot be big and you'll be negotiating to have a small name list. It doesn't add up, okay? So you want to ensure that your dream or your desire for passive income is met with a commensurate name list. Okay, so the first step is to ensure that you have a name list, and assume that everyone who is here today has a list. And if you're here and you are here, you don't have a name list, before you sleep tonight, ensure that you don't hit the sack, you don't put your head on the pillow tonight without having a minimum of 100 names on your name list. As in, that is really bad. It's bad as a bad, yeah, okay, is if you have 100 people on your name list. So ensure that you have your name list. You're working towards a couple of thousands of names if you really want to have a big team. Okay, and why is that name list important? Your name list is important because those are your prospects or your intending business partners. I have someone in my team, Rita, who likes to call them business partners. Okay, and I think I've taken that from her. Those are people that you're going to be building a team together. So it's good that you call them your business partners. Okay, so the bigger your desired income goal, the longer or the bigger your name list needs to be. Now, after having your name lists, it's important to understand that one of the most critical skills you need to develop is skill of being able to invite people to listen to your presentation, to listen to your business, to listen to your opportunity. That is a skill that we all need to develop. Okay, and it's a general skill. But some of us never really had to talk to people to get them to buy into anything before we came about this business. Some of us have been on a job and, it's been me and my desk or me and my system or me and my numbers. Okay, and we never really had to relate with people. So this kind of business gives you an opportunity to learn a very important skill. And that's one of the very important skills you need to develop. That's inviting people to come on board to listen to your business opportunity. Okay, so like I said, I'll be sharing 5 critical rules. I call them the rules of inviting or rules for prospecting. Okay, but I would like to call it like rules for inviting. Okay, the first rule says you must emotionally detach yourself from the outcome. Okay, and this is very, very important, and it is the number 1 rule, because many of us, when we invite people and they turn us down, we take it very personal. Are we together? I would like to tell you today, do not take personal the response of somebody who invites you to listen, or who you invite rather, to listen to your business opportunity. Okay, so don't take it personal. I mean, they are not saying no to you. They are not saying you're not pretty enough. They are not saying that you're not fine. Okay, some of them are actually fearful that they may not be able to do your kind of business. Okay, so whatever the reason is, but just tell yourself, this person that I'm sharing my business opportunity with, if the person says no, I would not take it personal. Okay, our initial goal in putting our business out there is to educate and to understand. Very important to educate. And today I've still spent almost 2 hours talking to somebody who told me, no, I understand network marketing. And I know that the person doesn't understand network marketing, but I need to patiently take time. He was buzzing me just now. I sent him a YouTube video to go watch. And I said, after we'll talk, because I know that education is involved. Okay. So our initial goal, of course, our ultimate goal is to get them on board our business, but our primary initial goal is to educate and to help them to understand. Okay. Our initial goal is not, oh, let me just get a new customer, or let me just sign up a new distributor. Even though that's very, I mean, everybody likes that, okay? But you don't want to win somebody quickly and lose them ultimately, okay? So you want to ensure that you have that initial goal of education and understanding. I have a lot more things to talk about, but I'm really rushing for time, okay? So you want to ensure that you're emotionally detached, so that when the person says, I will get back to you, I'm sure you hear that like all the time. In my team, I posted something, I think, ago, and I asked them, how many of you have heard I will get back to you? Like, how many times have you heard I will get back to you? If you are really doing this business, I'm sure you hear that like several times. People say, oh, I will get back to you. I don't agree. Oh, if you say you get back to me, okay, I'll say, okay, that's fine. So would that be next week or would that be later in the week? They must say something. Oh, but sometimes some people also just find a way to just they dribble you somehow. I just tell them, it's simple. I just tell them, okay, I will follow up with you, or I will check with you and all of that. But don't let them make you feel anyhow. They are the ones that feel inadequate many times about what you are presenting to them. They feel that they may not be able to do it. So you need to feel comfortable to understand that you're in a good space and also not take what their responses to you personal. You can see different emoticons here. Some of us go depressed, like, yeah, they're turning me down, you know, I've not gotten anybody to sign up on my business and all of that. Emotionally detach yourself, don't take it personal. Their reason for saying no or for posting you is not personal. And we need to understand that. Okay, number 2 is be yourself. Okay, sometimes we look at some people who are doing well in our business or in the industry where we play, and we want to present like them. We want to say things like them. Want to be who we're not because we want to win someone over. Or sometimes we want to talk to a particular kind of people or kind of person, and we believe that we need to present to be who we're not to be able to win them over. That means you will need to really totally become someone else, because person joins your team, then who do you become? You start becoming somebody else. I mean, it's not sustainable. I like to use the word sustainable. Anything that you cannot maintain or sustain, don't start it. There's no point. Okay, so be yourself in presenting the opportunity. Don't over embellish. Don't present anything that is not. Ensure that you're yourself in presenting your opportunity to someone. You can see the robots that are here. Somebody may say, oh, all the people that I know that are doing well in this business, they are very, very extroverted, and I'm an introvert. That means that I need to be. I used to have that perspective as well when I came on board the network marketing industry until I found my niche, and I saw that I could do well a lot on my own without making noise. And I'm not calling someone noise makers. I mean, it's just
who I am.
And I found my niche. I found my path and my way to do the business, and I progressively moved forward until I got to the top of the rank. So I mean, be yourself. You don't need to be anybody else. There's a lot of room at the top there, and you can be yourself and know what you should do. Ensure that you become the best in the business. Okay. So rule number three says bring some passion.
Sometimes when you look at be yourself and
bring some passion, you are like, okay, how do I do this? Especially if I'm reserved. What all passion is all about is about internal glow. It's about an internal energy. It doesn't mean that I'm loud. It doesn't mean that I'm like an extrovert, but it means that I believe what I'm talking about. Okay, it doesn't mean that my voice is so loud, but it means that what I'm talking about, there's a deep connection between my words and my inside. Okay, there's a connection that is deep, and the person on the other side can see it. Okay, so bring enthusiasm. Is contagious. If you've been around for some time, you would realize one definition of selling, that is a transfer of emotions. Okay, if I connect deeply with what I'm talking about, if I know what I'm talking about and I'm talking to someone, the person understands that this person is not speaking English, okay, but the person understands what he or she is talking about. Okay, it's very okay to get a little bit fired up, trust me, because people can feel the energy that I bring to the table. They understand that, okay, this person is not playing. This person is really doing serious business. Okay, so what does that mean in this rule 3? It means that, okay, if somebody just finished annoying me, it's not the time for me to call up a prospect. It's not the time for me to chat somebody up and tell the person about my business. It's not, those times when I'm not in the best of shapes is not the time for me to bring my energy to the table and share my business with somebody. So bring some passion to the table. Even though you are original, you're yourself. Enthusiasm is contagious. People will want to be a part of what you're talking about when they see the energy with which you bring it to the table. So rule number 4, very quickly, says have a strong posture. Be confident, okay? We all know this. Sometimes people have sold things to us. You have seen salespeople and you've seen salespeople, yeah? Oh, people are saying that they can, okay. All right, okay. So, we have seen salespeople and you have seen salespeople. Sometimes you see some salespeople and you know that this person is very far from being confident. This person either doesn't know what he's talking about or is just downright timid, okay? You want to ensure that you have a posture that says, I know what I'm talking about. I know the company. I know the products. I know the rewards. And that is what I want to share with you about today, okay? You can see that the gramophone that is there has the outer part of it really out there, okay? When you're confident, what you're saying sounds better. It sounds louder. It sounds clearer. And that's what confidence does to you. Okay, and very related to confidence is not, there's a saying that empty barrels make the most noise. There's something that is the engine room of confidence, and that is knowledge. Okay, even the Bible says that knowledge makes a man's face to shine. All right, when you know what you're talking about, your confidence gets into another level. You are not just babbling or just saying things at a just from your lips, but you are speaking from a wealth of knowledge and understanding. Okay, so learn, read, attend trainings. Knowledge makes the face shine. If you look at this this picture I put here, it says, I mean, you can see that knowledge, confidence grows. And the growth that you experience in confidence is as a result of what you know and what you have done. Okay, so layer by layer, it's very okay for you to be at a very low confidence level today, but it is very wrong for you to remain where you were yesterday. So ensure that you're growing by learning, by saying, by doing. I mean, if I put an opportunity for someone to share about who they were last month or 2 months ago and who they are now, if they've been learning, if they've been applying themselves, I'm sure they'll be a lot more confident about their business, a lot more confident about the products. And there's what it does to you. When you don't sound the same. You sound like you are convinced, and nobody can tell you otherwise. You can see from fair to building to steady to strong to invincible. Invincible is like, yeah, bring it on. I mean, I sound well. I'm here for you. That kind of thing. So that's what knowledge does for you. It gives you confidence, and your confidence can grow. Like we learned last week with Alex Goma, he taught us that leadership can be learned. I mean, we can grow our leadership, and it's about influence and all of that. So as we learn and we grow, our confidence level also grows. Okay, I wish I could do much more than that, but in rounding up, I'll just take my last slide, which I love. I mean, I read it somewhere and it just made a whole world of sense to me. It says network marketing is a personal development factory disguised as a business. Guys, if you don't do anything in this month, ensure that you learn and apply yourself. Just learn, apply. You'll be amazed who you will become in another month, 2 months, 3 months, because I mean, it's all about value. You will discover that as you learn, you become more valuable. And once your value increases, your value ultimately, which is the value of what you attract, also increases. Okay, so ensure that you take advantage of applying yourself into the business, develop yourself, grow, learn, and apply as you learn. Apply, just keep applying. Sometimes the results will come. I mean, we're already reminded ourselves this evening that we need to detach ourselves emotionally from what the immediate results are. Because in time, as we apply ourselves, day after day, the results will eventually, begin to show. I can tell you that for free, because I can, from my experience. And for many people here, you discover that the people that you signed up at the beginning of your business, I'm sure if I give Fadikemi the mic to speak for 1 minute, she'll talk about the quality of people that she has attracted between when she started her business and now. The quality of people even increase because your value increase, even your confidence increases. So the quality of people you talked about your business and the quality of numbers that your team does also increases because you are investing in yourself. So network marketing is a personal development factory because it gives you an opportunity to develop, but it's disguised as a business. So I love a business that helps you learn and earn. That's just beautiful. You learn, you earn, you grow, and you have potentials of having amazing passive income for the future. So I think I'll just stop it at that. And just like to say also that, don't get caught up in saying I want to sell. Is extremely limiting. Okay, to say I want to just sell is extremely limiting. You'll be amazed how much volume, how much income you can make when you commit to developing your team. Try it for a year. Tell yourself, I will build my team. And you'll be amazed the numbers. There's no how you can drive those numbers without building a team. Okay, so let's apply ourselves to massive action in this month of July. Let's put the rules before our eyes and say, this month, I'm going to go for massive action. I'm going to invite. Okay, if they speak to me anyhow, I'll just dust it off, and just go to the next person, or I'll just keep following up. What's the worst that can happen? I mean, I'm just so immune to all of it. Okay, so thank you very much for having me. I hope somebody has learned something and is ready to invite, ready for massive action in this month of July. I wish you all the best, and let's go for it. Thank you very much.
Okay, great. I think if you have learned something there, you can share. If you have learned something there, just say yes in the window. We're about to do the closing remarks and basically the charter for how we're going to drive over the next few months. Okay, I can see your yes. Okay, excellent. It's good to have everybody here. I'm going to share a few quick thoughts on how July will run, and then I will take a few testimonies, and then we'll close. The plan is to close by 9 o'clock. We have 12 minutes to go. I'm sure there's been plenty for us to learn in what we have learned from MI. We are going to be doing trainings on the July on Fire group very regularly, basically doing a quick recap and sharing lessons on how to invite, how to prospect, how to present, how to follow up, all the key elements of what makes us professional network marketers. We're going to be sharing on those groups so that we can do the best that is possible. We're going to empower and encourage and help us to be able to invite others so that we can learn how to invite as well and achieve a lot more in the next few days. Now, July already is 5 days gone. We have 26 days to go. So from tomorrow, the 6th of July, all the way to the 31st, there's going to be push. And I was very excited when I heard Vena Peace talk about the fact that she pushes every day and that she's getting tremendous value and new signups and people joining her business from the push that she does consistently. And I'm so excited about what MI shared to say, detach yourself emotionally from the process of prospecting. Do not take it as feedback. You know, I tell people it's very simple. If I stop a taxi and I want to go to the island and the taxi refuses to go, it doesn't affect anything. It just means you're not going where I'm going. Keep going. I will get the person that will go. In fact, I can see someone that wants to go and tell the person, Oga, you cannot carry me. I don't like the way your seat looks like. So you can take yourself out of that equation and passionately bring your passion in, learn. Many people are asking questions on FAQs that shows that we have not learned about our products. You will not make major traction happen if you're not knowledgeable. Remember, it has shifted from selling products. What the world is doing now, not even just network marketing, is they are selling an experience. It's no longer the 4 P's of marketing, it's now the 4 E's of marketing. Okay? There are 4 E's. And that thing that used to be called products is now called experience. And that experience means when you interact with me and my product, I have learned a lot of value about it. I'm doing customer follow-up, and then I'm creating an experience. I like the calls that Peace made this week. Some of our downlines to say, how is the product? How is it doing? Give me your feedback. And when they shared the feedback, she recorded it to say what? I am creating an experience with my encounters, not just selling a product. It is no longer price. It is now exchange because you are giving value. Let somebody not price you and say, the product is 5,000. No. What I bring to you, if you find it cheaper, buy it there. What I give you is more than a product. I give you an experience, and you cannot price me like you will price in a showroom. They won't tell you how to take it. They won't tell you what else to add to it. They won't be there to take your feedback when you are using it and it's not working for you and you need to reduce your dose or increase your dose. There's a lot more value you are offering, guys. You need to price yourself correctly. You need to give the experience you're able to have. And we're no longer promoting. We are now evangelists. Okay, we have flyers, we have leaflets, we have information, we have videos, we have enough information to convince someone about what we are driving and why we're driving it. And we no longer have a place where we're doing this business. This business is now everywhere. So our 4 E's are experience. Another E is not a place, it's everywhere. It's not promotion, we're evangelists, and it's not about price, it's about exchange. We now have the 4 E's of marketing. You need to understand these concepts and begin to inculcate them into how you drive. Now, very importantly, that what Emma just shared, she has said to you, one of the things we need to do going forward is what? Have your name list. That name list, if you have 100, you are wrong. So if you have 100 because you are rushing to have something tonight before tomorrow, that's fine. But that list must grow every day. You want to have 200, 500, 600. You want to have 1,000 people on your name list. If you've done one before, go and fish it out. Facebook, social media allows you to interact with more people today than ever before. Some of them new, some of them strangers. You need to begin to engage. And remember, our method is what? Jab, 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 then hook. Means you give value, and then Share the opportunity. Don't just go trying to get to hook. You're going to fall down. You jab, you jab, you jab, and then you rein them in. And that's what you want to do. We're going to be broadcasting value. So giving value, giving value. You're going to be talking to people, sharing how you can help their lifestyle, you can make things better. And then you show the opportunity. Then you prospect. Then you invite them for a meeting. Then you connect them with the evening meeting. And guess what? Over the next 26 days, we are going to have 3 Zoom meetings every day. And then our normal WhatsApp meetings will go on. Our normal team meetings will go on. We're doing 12, we're doing 3, and we're doing 6. And we have the calendar already, and the calendar and the links will be shared in the groups. There's a special link for 12 o'clock meeting. There's a special link for 3 o'clock meeting. There's a special link for 6 o'clock meeting. And you need to populate those meetings with your friends, your guests, the people you meet on Facebook, people you meet on social media. We want to drive massive, massive action. And we have structured in such a way that every leader will not speak more than once a week. And at that, they will have a co-pilot, so that even if they don't want to speak, they can have somebody else speak on their behalf and support them. And we're all going to be there to support and represent as well. We want to drive the fire of this thing and cause it to be hot and sizzling. Okay? We want to drive it hot and sizzling. We want to drive that significant value. We want to do that there. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be an exciting month. And I'm going to show you a few things that we're going to do. What you want to do as preparation is, if you're a stockist, stock silver, stock gold. Let's eliminate bronze from our language. In fact, gold is just $300. They need to have $300. So let's go for gold. People want to do business seriously. They need to be able to see 10 levels deep. Let's go for gold. Gold, platinum, VIP. Gold, platinum, VIP. Make up your mind in your team this month. We're going to do 10 of that. Tell yourself for the lower ones, people who come into the meeting are not serious yet, they can do bronze. I can have 20 of that. And even starter pack, we have 50 people who showed up. We have a starter pack promo now where for 20,000 naira, they can get 500 mils products and start, okay? And if they want to upgrade, you use 30,000 naira to upgrade to become bronze. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes and your focus need to be from gold and above. But what do you want to do in preparation for this month? 1, write your name list. Preparation. 2, stock up on the products, because while this is going on as well, there will be people buying products from you. There are people you'll be sharing products with. Stock up on it. Give yourself a big goal and say, on gold, on silver, on bronze, I'm going to do 4 million, 5 million. It's not difficult. You know, I tell people, my first major success in network marketing happened 13 years ago. And let me share this with you in case somebody wants to get encouragement. It happened 13 years ago. I did not leave my office. I was on lockdown. Every activity I did on the internet 13 years ago. The internet was not this strong. Zoom meeting did not exist. Instant presenter did not exist. All that existed were a few blogs here and there and email. I sat down in one office in Ikeja, and in less than 9 months, I built a team of over 60,000 human beings. Okay? I earned thousands of dollars from that business. I got a lot of value, playing a role that looked like what you would call a stockist role. But guess what? I was able to sit down in one place, drive, and I saw, really, I built a team of 60,000 people in 9 months. Much more than the company had built before that time, before I got involved. All from one office. I was not traveling anywhere. I wasn't going anywhere. I was on lockdown in Lagos, and I was having people in my team all around the world. And the business wasn't of the sustained type, because we were selling a product value that people didn't need to repurchase or renew. It was like a once a year kind of product. It was a travel product. But guess what? I was able to see the traction that I was able to generate at that time. I realized if somebody takes this on and drives with passion, there's no limit to what you can achieve. And we want to do massive over the course of the next 30 days. We know how to do this. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we can do this. If you think you can do this in the house, just say yes. Say an aggressive yes in that window. And I'll tell you what are the 3 key things that we want to do in the course of this month. I'm rolling them out. So we're going to have what we call a daily method of operation, our DMO. I learned that terminology from Abdul Razak. I think it was very nice. We're going to have a DMO, and here's our DMO. These 3 points, I'm going to share it in the group. But we're going to have these 3 points. 1, so our DMO says we're going to speak to 12 people daily. How many people daily? 12. We're going to speak to 12 people daily. 12 people daily. That's the number of disciples that Jesus had. That's the number of disciples I think Muhammad had. 12 people daily. And how are these 12 people daily going to be split? You're going to speak to 12 people every day this month, starting from tomorrow. 12 people daily. 4 of them will be prospects, 4 of them will be follow-up, and 4 of them will be your team members. Okay, we're going to speak to 12 people. I'd like somebody to write that down. How many people are we speaking to this month? Write down the number. How many people are we speaking to every day this month? Every day this month, we're speaking to how many people? 12. 4 of them are prospects, 4 of them are follow-up, and 4 of them are team members. How many of them are prospects? 4. How many of them are follow-up? 4. How many people are team members? 4. Many of us don't talk to our team members. I'm guilty as well. You know, my team members sometimes are the ones hunting after me. They know I'm busy. They understand, but I don't even want them to understand this month. Every day, I'm not going to talk to the same people every day. I'm going to call team members in my team and speak with them. It doesn't have to be for long, but there's a contact spot, ladies and gentlemen. This is a contact spot. And in this contact spot, I'm speaking to prospects. I'm speaking to follow-up people I've spoken to before. I'm not giving up on them, because guess what? Everybody you speak with will eventually join this business. That's the mentality you must have. And you must keep on sowing your seed. You must keep on just, dropping your seed there, because one day it will bring forth harvest. One day it will yield. One day the answer will be yes. But you don't give up, because everybody said no before. If you are here, you said no before. I said no before. I said no before. Emma said no before. But guess what? You are saying yes now. I say yes in a big way, because all of a sudden the exact word we needed to hear clicked and we heard it. Somebody said, I was in the meeting listening to everything they were saying. I wasn't hearing anything until they made a quote. And that quote showed me the power of leverage, and that's where I got stuck. Ladies and gentlemen, you only need to have dropped the right word for what the person is prepared for and ready for. And when that right word meets with that ready person, boom, they can fly into it. So this month, we're going from tomorrow, 12 people every day, 4 prospects, 4 follow-up, 4 team members. It's 4-4-4. 4-4-4. That's our motto this month, 4-4-4. And guess what? It's not just going to be a motto in our mind, it's something we will measure. Okay? And what's our operating formula? Our operating formula is we lead with the products and then we share the opportunity. We lead the products with the products and share the opportunity. We lead with the product. Why are we leading with the products? Because we have a very good product. And guess what? Because we don't have many testimonies of people who have earned 100 million naira yet, we will have 1 billion. We don't have many testimonies of people who have earned 400 million, 200 and amazing millions yet. We will use the value of our products and we'll show the potentials of what people can earn to drive that journey. We are not looking for everybody. They say in my language that the wife you marry with dance will look for a show to look at and go away. Anybody who comes here on short-term requirements will leave here short-term. But anybody who sees the big picture, who has the vision of Dr. Funmi Aina, who has the passion of peace, who has the excitement of Dr. Dirono, who has the outlook of mention your name inside that picture, who has the temperance of engineer Hakade, who has the the gentle fire of Adekemi, who has the passionate fury of Diana, who has the educated and intellectual posture of Yoma, who has the and we can invent new words to describe all of these things. But if you have those kind of positionings, guess what? 1, want to talk to 12 people every day. 2, lead with the products. Talk about health, talk about the value, talk about the opportunity, talk about the things that it takes care of, talk about the value across board, and then follow up with the opportunity. Lead with the product, share the opportunity, invite them for the meeting. Lead with the product, share the opportunity, invite them for the meeting. Okay? And then when you do that, every day, at the close of every day, you have the opportunity to fill a form. Oh yes, we're going to do a quiz every day. There's a daily quiz for the next 26 days. And that daily quiz is, what did you do today? And you're going to fill it and it's going to score you. You're going to see your score immediately that day is over. You're going to say, how many people did I invite for meetings? How many prospects did I speak with? How many team members did I speak with? You're going to fill those numbers there. It's going to score you based on parameters. And we're going to look at the aggregate score of those who fill daily and how much score people had at the end of the month. And we're going to give a special award to the top 5, whether they achieve any result or not, just for following the activity. So ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a power-packed exciting month. I'm going to show you what that form looks like so they can get a little bit of an idea of what we are talking about. So have a quick look at the form. This is what we're going to be driving with this month. Let me share it so you can see. This is what the form looks like. So if you can see this form, it's called a July daily stand-up. Our daily reports on how we are keeping up with the daily mode of operation and basic system. Today's date, you fill the date for that day. Okay? My full names, you write your full name. Your phone number, in case anybody needs to call you, write your phone number that's on WhatsApp. And then you begin to answer the quiz. Quiz 1, how many prospects did you speak to about your opportunity today? About the product opportunity today? If you score well, you score 1 point. How many prospects did you follow up on your opportunity today? If you score well, you score 2 points. How many team members did you call to speak with today? If you score well, you score 4 points. 1 point. How many guests did you have in today's presentation? So you count your guests. At 3 o'clock meeting, I had one person. At 4 o'clock, at 6 o'clock meeting, I had 2 people. At 9 o'clock, I didn't have anybody. If you score well, you score 2 points. How many customers did you have today? So people bought products from you. They didn't become business partners, but they bought products from you, and you had 2 of them who bought from you. How many customers you have today? If you had good customers, you score 2 points. How many distributors signed up through you today? On the day distributors signed up to you, and you mentioned the number that signed up to you, if you score well, you score 2 points. This is what we feel daily. Once you feel it, it tells you your total scores over 10. It marks you and aggregates it. At the end of the month, every score you put together will amass together into a point. The maximum point you can score is 260. And everybody will have their point like that, and the top 5 will be given an award. We're going to discuss what that award will be. We're thinking, should we give cash or should we give a few cartons of products? But it's looking like cash is going to win. So somebody has an opportunity to earn an extra 50,000 naira thereabout for being amongst the people who did and follow this process well. So there's something for everybody. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do 4, 4, 4. We're going to do that every day. We're going to leave with the products and then share the opportunity. And guess what? We're going to fill our stand-up form. This is what we're going to do. This is how we're doing it. This is how we're doing it. And it's going to be an awesome month. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to break records this month. This month, I want to show you what it looks like to lead and drive this network. You can. I want to do VIPs. We want to do VIPs. We want to do golds. We want to do platinums. We want to do amazing things. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what this is about this month. And that's how it's going to happen. So I'd like to encourage you. I'm going to share all of those details in those groups. If your team members are not in July on Fire, okay, let them be on that group. We're going to be sharing on that group key updates, do training on that group. We have a separate group for trainers. People who join us in training. I have a few other people that join the group, no problem. We're going normally in a very beautiful plane, in a very good plane. You have 1 captain and you have 2 co-pilots. So we have a few more people that will join as co-pilots. The beautiful thing is we have created all the links for the next 26 days. We have created all the links for 12 o'clock. We have created all the links for 3 o'clock. We have created all the links for 6 o'clock. And we want our guests to be there. We don't want to be there alone. So we're going to be there. Everybody's going to be pulling their energies. We want to drive something phenomenal and amazing in this month of July. If you are ready, can you shout with me in the comment section, I am ready. Now, very quickly, as we bring the meeting to a bit of a wrap today, I like to finish on the energy of testimonies. So somebody has experienced something phenomenal about Rida, something is exciting you, something happened and they spoke to you about it and you want to live this, you want us to live the high energy of that testimony, just raise up your hand, indicate somewhere, let's see you, and then just share with us briefly. So I can see somebody amongst the attendees raising their hand. I can see Fagit Damilola. I'm going to promote you to panelist and then I'm going to give you voice. So once you get to the panelist group, raise up your hand again as well, and then I'll call you to share. I also see Olumumi Daniel Mabamije, also wants to share their testimony. I'm going to promote you to panelist. As soon as you get to the panelist place, just raise up your hand there again, and then I'm going to look for you and call you to come and share your testimony. So once you enter the panelist group, raise up your hand again, and I'm going to call you up to come and share. So I have, the first person I wanted to share was Fagite. Damilola, can I have your hand up so that I can see you? Can I have you where I can see you? Okay, I think I can see you already. Let me unmute you so that you can speak. You have the floor, you can speak.
All right, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I'm so glad to be here. I just want to quickly share the testimony about a personal use. For a while now, my husband has been having this migraine that has been coming constantly. So he was reluctant at taking Rida bitters at first. So I forced it into his mouth. He took Rida bitters, and by the next day, he demanded for another dosage himself. So up to now, he has used it for about 3 weeks now. So up to now, he has not even, the headache has not come, no more headache till this moment. And this is something that comes like almost every week, at least once in a week. Wow. So that is my testimony, at least from a personal use. And also to someone I sold the balm to, I gave her the balm and she said in less than 20 minutes that it was as though it was Rida balm that put the pain there. So, and up to now, she has not, because I've been in constant conversation with her. So up to now, she said no more pain in the neck up till this moment. So that's the testimony, sir.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Well done, well done. Thank you. Very good. We also have Olubumi Daniel who wants to say something. We'll allow you to say something as well as we begin to wrap this meeting to a close. Olubumi Samuel, I've unmuted you. I've asked you to unmute. You have voice.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Can I see your face?
Actually, it's the testimony is all about my dad.
Okay.
He's 77 years old, and my mother passed on about a year ago. Then we found out that he had glaucoma. Then he's been seeing ophthalmologist in Lagos. He stays in Ekiti. But during the lockdown, he was supposed to come to Lagos in March for his treatment, and he couldn't make it. But then when the COVID-19 pandemic came up, I sent 2 bottles of Reader, the 250 mils to him. So he called me and told me that his medication for the eyes had finished and he does not know where to get, no pharmacy, no shop. And I told him, something just struck me that, Daddy, I sent a Reader beta to you. Why not you start using it? After a month, he just called me. He said, "Hey, Bumi, that thing that you sent to me, where did you get it from?" I said, "That it's Nigerian drug. It's made here. It's herbal." And he said, "Do you know that I've not seen the effect of not using my eye drops?" And I said, "Wow." And I asked him, I said, "Do you want me to send another one?" He said, "Yes, I think I'll prefer." I said, "Most times when I take my walk in the morning, I don't see clearly. But ever since I started taking it, like you asked me to take first thing in the morning and last thing at night to dilute with water," said I've seen changes in my sight, and it was excited.
Awesome. 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 Well done. Thank you very much. Awesome. Amazing things are happening. Very beautiful on eyesight. Very good. I can see a few other hands as well. You know, I just take a few so that you can leave on that energy. I can see Fadekemi. Yeah, I like to see and hear Fadekemi's voice as well. Please, Fadekemi, you have voice. Please share with us this testimony. Yeah.
All right. Thank
you. You are mute. You are mute. We can't hear you. You are mute. Okay, good. We can hear you now.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is Shomoli Kolua, and I want to share a testimony about Reader Balm. In the night, sometimes I wake up from mosquito bites and headache. So I got up, I put some shea butter on my body to stop the mosquito bite, but it didn't work. So I looked for my Reader Balm, and I rubbed it over my body and on my head. And when I woke up, I didn't see any signs of mosquito bites, and my headache had gone. So awesome. I really love this product.
Awesome. Awesome. We have something from the
Thank you.
Good. Very good. Well done.
She has been disturbing me that she wants to share testimony, so I just went to call her to come and share it.
Excellent.
Thank you, everyone.
Very good. Thank you. Very good. Very good. Very good. I have a few other hands. I'll take just a few more. Let's do very quickly. 1 minute. Let's do this. We have Olanike Oyebola. You are on mute. You can speak. Just unmute yourself and speak. Joy, get ready. Joy, get ready. Yeah.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
This is he has a testimony. He has been bothering me. So you want to share?
It's Children's Day. It's Children's Day today.
Yeah, go on.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is I'm going to share the testimony of Reader products. There was a day I was playing, a cockroach bites me in the eyes, and my eyes swelled up. So when my mom came back from office, I told her, and she gave me balm in the night. When I slept and wake up, she gave me another one. In the early morning, when it was in the morning, my hands
Thank you, everybody. It was funny. I have so many testimony about this reader product. I've been a reader woman in Oshobo now. They call me Yalagbo because of reader. Sincerely, he's doing an amazing and wonderful things in the life of people. Awesome. I have old people with arthritis that have gone over it, blood pressure, diabetes, and so many on. Sincerely speaking, reader is Nababao.
Awesome.
Serious.
Awesome.
Seriously. It has worked. We really thank God.
Thank God.
Thank God and thank God behind this magical solution to people's heads.
Well done, man. Thank you very much. Okay, great. Thank you. We have a few other hands up. Joy, I don't know who Joy is. This Joy Umuze? Joy, you have audio, you can speak. Okay. Yes, you have voice.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is Joy Anamaya. Yes, I am from Pieces team. I'm in Canada.
Oh, okay.
Well, the good news there is before I joined, we have a group. She'll send it on the group. I ignored it. She's my friend. She will send it to me. I had always ignored it. I never liked anything bitters, anything that is herbal. I never liked it. So unfortunately, one Saturday I was coming down my staircase. Honestly, from the second step, I had a bad fall. Wow. And each of the step, had to hit me on my lower back. It was so bad. And I had a very bad, hurt on my leg. I couldn't even go to the hospital because I was so afraid of, going and COVID and all this stuff. So I managed it for 2 weeks. It was very, very excruciating pain, very bad. So by the end of the second week, I have a friend who I never knew he bought reader. So I went to the office. He was showing me, said, Joy, see my reader. I said, hey, go. Meanwhile, before that day, the morning of that day, there was one of the testimonies she posted of a lady that had she said she had fibroid and then she started having lower back pain. I told the guy, I said, give me. Meanwhile, his own, he even diluted it because he said he doesn't like taking it as raw as it is. It affects, he feels that it's a bit too strong. He gave me the diluted reader. This testimony to the glory of God, right? Is not to reader, but thank God, God directed my step to him. I'm telling you the fact. I took just a little of it. Let me tell you what happened. That morning, I told my son, I said, come on, ma. I said, your mommy's waist is spinning how? He was like, but it's for the girls to do this. I said, I know, but they are still sleeping. Do it. He managed to do it. I would take Tylenol after that day, after a few hours, it will come back again.
Wow.
Do you know, I took that reader bitters. I woke up on Saturday morning. I stood up, no pain. I was like, I couldn't even, honest, this is what I'm using to sell now, right? I couldn't even connect it to it. I was like, what happened? I said, I took reader last night. I'm telling you, when I tell people, I say, listen, if you have any pain, just take reader. The pain will go off. I'm trying. I really want to get into Nigeria. I've told Peace, but maybe I've been lazy about a little bit. I've not registered anybody, but I have one today that is telling me come. So by tomorrow, I'm going to meet her, register her. And I have the drive, right? And maybe Peace is listening to me. But honestly, I want to encourage every one of us. It is real. It is good. And I'm not ashamed to tell my testimony, right? But all I'm telling you is that thank you. Everybody just thank you, for being part of Reader. The broadcast, the evangelism we're going to do about it will help a lot of lives. Maybe if I never took that, I would still be managing with Tylenol. I'm managing with there's this kind of essential balm. I had to do that. Yet I was still in pains, but I'm happy about that. Secondly, the second one, the very, very important one. I have a very bad drinking water habit. Very, very bad. I may stay a whole day, I won't drink water. Not because I don't want to drink, but because I forget to drink water. So when I want to use the toilet, you know what happens to me? It is always very, very bad. But my regular readers every day, even if I don't drink water, I'm not saying it's not good to drink water, right? But even if I forget to drink water, when I use the washroom that's going to the toilet, It's always very easy for me. Thank you.
Awesome. Well done. Now with the July push and the July drive, is going to multiply. Things are going to happen within those spaces as well. Amazing. Well done. Thank you very much, Joy. Good to hear from you. I have a few people putting their hands up here. I'm going to take one more, and that's going to be okay. Two more. Bumi Bamishaye, you have audio. You can speak. I've asked you to unmute. You can unmute so that we can hear you.
Hello. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. We can't see your face.
Right.
We can still read that.
Yes. I have a lot of testimonies all the way from Yola. When my younger brother asked me to join, I was reluctant, but he sent a few products to me, and funny enough, my boss saw it. This is Ruzu. I said, no, this is Rida, but the same company that marketed for Ruzu is the same company marketed. He said, I know this product. He bought, and that very day I sold the 3 bottles he gave to me, because the man helped me to market. And before I knew what was happening, I sold everything. The next time he said, why don't you register? I said, okay. I registered. I sold the Restore to a colleague in Gombe together with the reader, and she gave me a testimony. She was using the first bottle. I called her, asked her, Ore, how far? What's happening? She told me that, that thing is working. That before now, anytime she's menstruating, that it comes with lumps. That was since she started using Restore, that the whole thing comes normal, and there was no pain, and everything is now normal. Restore. I said, okay. She said, in a haste, she requested for the remaining 2 to complete the 3 months, because I told her you have to run through the 3 months to get the accurate results. And she ordered for the remaining 2 that because she doesn't want to hear stories. That so before it finishes, she wants the continuity. I sent one to a colleague as well in Enugu. That's Fire. So he was reluctant to buy. He told me that he has bought a lot of supplements. I said, no, just try this one. He didn't even use it with the reader, with the syrup. He just bought the Fire alone. I got a person going to Enugu from here. I sent it to him. And before I just said the first bottle, he told me that he has started seeing changes, he has started seeing changes in his body, and he's going to buy more. A colleague had arthritis in the office. I gave her the balm and a little of the reader. She drank it the following morning. She could walk well. She was thanking me. She came back the following day to buy a whole bottle. Then I had a colleague who had ulcer too. He bought and he keeps buying every other day. Every day he keeps buying. If it finishes the next thing, he will come back and buy. In fact, he told me he's going to register. I'm still waiting to hear from him. So we have amazing testimonies from the people I've been selling to here. And we are still trying to expand the market in Yola here. Thank you very much.
Well done. Yola. Okay, so Yola to Enugu to Gombe. Amazing stuff. Well done. Latif Ayodele wants to speak. You're on mute. The last person that is speaking tonight is Pastor Mrs. Abiodun Ramola. So just hold on, you speak, and then we'll close. Ayodele, Latif.
Good evening. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
This testimony I want to say is personally about me. For some years, I can't say specifically, I've been having this pile, very chronic, that when I go to toilet, there will be blood. I have been using different things. They will tell me this, I will take. Now, Sister Niketa just that the son spoke is my upline. And Momonilola, they put on, I said, let me just try. Then I make an effort and tried. That was in April. So I was not taking it on daily basis, but I just said, I was taking. But for the past weeks now, then I can't take Eba, I can't take Fufu, and I can't even take minerals, because if I do, I will have pain and other thing. I can tell you, if not that I've thrown the can out now, I have taken malt this week. I can take Eba. I go to toilet, I cannot experience any traces of blood, and I feel energized. So I'm just praying God to give me grace, because I know this product is real. In fact, I just called my junior brother now. My dad had an operation, cataract, and I said I'm going to send the reader bitter to him so that he can give to him, because the man is saying his sight is worrying him or something like that. So I want to send to also see how it's going to work. So I pray God Almighty will continue to increase and promote this company, and also enrich every one of us to also be at forefront in Jesus' name. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well done. Well done. Thank you. Awesome. Awesome. I like the personal testimonies. They also had the flair as well. There's an Olubumi Oguntayo that her hands was up before I asked people to raise up their hands. So I thought she wasn't wanting to share, that she just didn't know how to put her hands down. If you're around, please put your hands up again so that I can give you voice. Mrs. Abiod, Pastor Mrs. Abiod Ramola, you have voice. You can speak. While I look for Olubumi Oguntayo. You can unmute, yes.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am. Hello, ma. You are still mute. You are still mute. You need to unmute. Yes.
I've unmuted now.
Okay, I'll mute now. Yeah.
Yes, I said thank you, CM. The first time I had a encounter with Reader Bitters was through Veritable. You know, this last Christmas, you know, Christmas period, people will visit you and the whole house was filled up with about 18 or 20 in the house. And I didn't even know that one young boy amongst us was having an issue with his stomach. He ate, you know, there are a lot of drinks and things like that. So, and Veritable brought Reader Bitters to us. So they were saying, like, let them go and buy Flagy. I said, you don't need to buy Flagy. There's bitters in the house. Just take a shot. And the boy took it, and that was the end. And that's how everybody, you know, started taking bitters. That's how I got registered. Now, the two testimonies I want to share tonight, even though I have so many, and there are still some that are coming in. There's this couple that are on bitters and Reader. The husband is on bitter, Reader. I mean, bitter and a fire. She is on bitter and a restore. And she came to me and said, Mommy, the first thing she noticed was that her BP that was about 140, 145 came down to about 110. I said, wow, I didn't even know that she had high BP. He said, and then she was now like preaching to me that, don't worry, I know that this thing will still solve the problem I wanted to solve. But that this issue of BP came down is a testimony on its own. So the second one is, we have a distributor in Winnipeg, Canada. That's Yomi Moore. Yomi Moore bought some products when she was going back. She came to Nigeria just before the lockdown. She took some product along, and then she told our church members that nobody should visit the hospital. If you have any issue and things like that, just call. And so there's this lady that had a stomach ache, and the lady was about going to the clinic, and you know, everybody just called her back, and she handed over to her a pack of this Reader capsule, Reader Bitter supplements. The lady took it, and that was the end of all the troubles, and she didn't go to the hospital. So I thank God for that, and that's what I'm pushing. I tell people, Reader Bitter, because there are a lot of people that have issues, they have health issues, and they are around us, you know, and they go to hospital, they spend so much, there's too much stress, and just a drop of Reader Bitter, you know, put an end to all the trouble. So Reader Bitter is seriously doing the work.
Awesome.
Thank you, CM. Thank you, the Grey Monday company. God bless you.
Thank you, ma. Well done. Okay, excellent. I think we've had enough of testimonies today. We'll get a lot more. There was somebody who kept on raising up their hands, but I couldn't notice them. I couldn't see them again in the group. I'm sure when we have the next meeting, they will have the opportunity to share. But I want to say something as we close. July needs to be massive. Please, if you are not in the July on Fire group, join that group. That's where we're going to share all the updates. That's where we're going to share all the key to-dos. I'm going to put it here in the group today, what the July rules are, but I'm going to share it more in detail in that page. We're going to feel that on a daily basis, evaluate ourselves on a daily basis, and drive. Ladies and gentlemen, if you think you can or you can't, you are right. And ladies and gentlemen, yes, we can. You know, it's happening with the team in Canada. It was pleasurable to hear Joy today. As you were speaking, Peace was hailing you. So you couldn't see her, but she was hailing and saying, my top performer, you know. And we saw from Yola, from Ekiti, from Oshogbo, from Lagos, from Abuja, from all around Nigeria. It's beginning to happen, but we are still very much in the early days. Imagine there are companies that have been around for 20 years, 28 years. Imagine what it will be like in 5 years, where people like Dr. Fumi Aino are earning 100 and 200 million naira on a weekly basis. Yes, it is going to happen where people like Dr. Jerome are earning 100 million naira on a regular steady, where people are doing 1 billion naira per month. Yeah, we're going to get those times. We're going to get to those times where you earn it in naira, you earn it in dollar. It's going to be amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been fun tonight. I want to stay on, but we need to go. The only way we're going to get things done is when we go away from, gathering together and go into where the work needs to be. I'm going to put on some music.